for those people who come to Africa and then they just film the bad parts, like what is the goal? Like you just want to show, I don't understand. There's so this video is pretty much different. Everyone has been asking what am I up to, asking what have I been up to, like just everything, like what's happening with school, how are the online exams going, will I be going home, all those things. So this video will be kind of quick. I want to first talk about the online exams, people. I've just been I don't really know how to describe it, but it has not been easy. I mean, for some subjects, to be honest, I'm like, thank God I don't understand how some of these, like oral Chinese for example, it was so much content and I'm like, how was this closed book? But then the exam wasn't so hard. The problem is the connection and all of that. So basically we use this site called guys, you see I'm not rusty, like I still have exams, I'm still stressing a bit and so on, so I'm gonna look so 2-3 put together, but we're gonna do this, right? So yeah, we use this site called Blackboard, and I had a makeup exam, not for failing, but I had a makeup due, whatever, long story, I had to postpone the exam. So I never had any internet problems that time, so I didn't like think I need to check for my final exams, like doing the trial exam test and all that. Yeah, I never thought that would be so necessary, so I just decided, hey, I'm going to just go on the site when it's exam time. People, some of my classmates started the exam even 10 minutes before time. Oh, I want you guys to see the monkeys. Okay, it's fine. Oi. Can't see what? Yeah, they're all along the way, but sorry. Get back to business. So I'm gonna have to try the site. I just thought everything would go as planned, and all I needed to worry about was the exam itself. Some of my classmates started the exam even 10 minutes prior me. I don't remember if it was like 30 minutes after or so. That's when mine opened. Mind you, this is final exam, and if you guys know me, I was crying. I was just panicking. I was like, I cannot write another makeup exam. Plus we don't know when we'll be going back to school and all these sorts of things. So I'm like, just open please. And then when it did open, it's like I'd be writing my answers and nothing would be showing. I had to be contacting the administrator from school, and then he would give me the go-ahead when to move on, when he can see that whatever I wrote was saved on his side. So I would have to copy whatever I wrote in notes and then paste it on the Blackboard exam site. And then sometimes like the arrow would not show for me to move to the next question. But not understand my method, like it was a disaster. But you know, thank God we pulled through. And so for the last exam I did, something happened, but I don't remember what happened. Oh, I remember it. I don't know if it was an exam, a Wi-Fi problem or whatever, but no one else in my class had a problem, so I'm figuring it was the Wi-Fi. But still, I never had that many problems with the last exam, aside from the fact that it did long. The exam was 2.5 hours and I finished it just like 20 minutes remaining. Oh, and the questions are shuffled. They're not in the same order like for everyone, and once you do one question you can't go back once you've moved on. So yeah, a lot of people have been asking how they're preventing like us from cheating and stuff like that. And the site itself, if it finds like things in common with 2 or more papers, it will be notified as cheating. So yeah, that is that. That's a joke. With my staying situation, I've made it known already that I'm in Kenya, and I've been here since the longest time. My Chinese visa has expired. I think most people's visa expire now, but mine expired from a long time. Yeah, overtake on the left side, do that. Smart. Yeah, it expired, and I've been worrying about it for the longest time, because I'm like, even if China says, you know, let's open the borders next week, you know, the school, I've asked them already to like send me the form so I could go and look about getting the new visa and so on, and they were like, no, they're not allowed to distribute anything until China gives the go ahead that international students can come back. So I already knew that I would be going back later than anybody, like than everyone else. But then like no, when everybody else wanna expire it. I'm not stressed so much because I know I'm not alone. I even spoke to one of my friends yesterday. I can't give her identity because I know she's illegal. If you're watching this, you know. So I'm not the only one in this situation. So, you know, Jamaicans, we don't need a visa to come here, but we have a limit of 3 months. And I think they gave me 2 months. That's what was written in my passport. And then I had to apply for an extension. The extension was up till June 23rd. And that was the day I have an exam. So I had to now be applying for an alien card, because I think it's something like you can't be in the country for more than 90 days without being registered. And then with that you can get up to 3 years. So I applied for just a year. That was the minimum, because I'm expecting China to open the borders soon, right? Yeah, so that's basically it. I went earlier on and they told me them not do nothing. Why did I look so? Anyways, they said they wouldn't be doing anything that day, so now I'm coming back today. And them better not send me back, because people that we have exams, like, what is going on? But yeah, that's it. Y'all wanted an update, and I've been seeing all the comments and the messages that y'all need dentist related videos and stuff, which I've made it clear that my channel will not just be about dentistry. I don't know why the name confusing everybody, maybe it's my fault, but I will, and I wanted to, and I promised it, but I'm not at school, guys. So I know I'm gonna do, just sit and talk. I can do that, so tell me if that's what you want. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys a little bit of what's going on. I have a lot of exciting video ideas coming once my exams are over. So make sure you subscribe, you like, and you share. Please, you know what, if you haven't already, I'm giving you some time. Alright, take your time. Subscribe, you like, you can even leave a comment. You do it? Alright. Click that notification bell too. Thanks. So yeah guys, that's just my little update. So pretty. You see, like, there's so much I want to show you guys, but then even like when I go to this government area now, we're not allowed to film. So me, please don't agree with me, and me love bad, and I cannot deal with this. But I want to show you guys, even in some of like the really nice neighborhoods, like some mansion there where even with that money you can't get them those type of houses in the West, you know. But here, I don't even know what this is. I forgot to say one thing. Yeah, Jamaican music playing everywhere. Feel at home all the time. You know, like sometimes if you're homesick and you're in China, like there's nothing more you can do than probably link up with some Jamaicans, talk to people back home. But here, it's like anywhere you go, like there's always Jamaican music. Like our culture is so immersed in this country, like it's so wonderful. And a lot of people have been asking then, why didn't I just go home? So I did get, you know, notified and stuff when they had the flight of Jamaicans leaving from here to go home. However, them did have some requirements. That's not even the yeah, oh yeah, guys, these roads have a lot of speed bumps, like all the time. So as I was saying, for one, they were saying like it was for people who had to go and take care of elderly people back home, or you had minors you had to take care of, or business. And then people seem to think that these flights are free, like, oh, you're Jamaican, come, let's go. No, honey, it's chartered. Okay, so it's even more expensive than the usual thing. And even when this whole corona thing was happening in China, I didn't go home because of how expensive the tickets would be from China to Jamaica, and it was much cheaper to just come here and wait it off. But then, you know, things didn't go as planned. So I hope you guys get it now. Like, the flights are cheap. Like, yo, Tiff, jump on this, come and take you home. Like, I like to show you guys. So it would be easier to drive around and film then, so that nobody would tell me, don't film here, don't do this. But you know, I really hate it. I want to save this for another channel, not for another channel. I want to save this for another video. Like, people don't show the good parts of the country. This is not even, like, I've seen much better areas, like up in Karen and those places. I want to film, like, for those people who come to Africa and then they just film the bad parts. Like, what is the goal? Like, you just want to show, I don't understand. There's so, I think that's why a lot of my family members or even friends are concerned when I'm here for so long, because of just the stereotype, like what we see on the TV, on the internet. Of course, if you hear that someone is in Africa, you're going to be worried, but nobody needs to be worried. Like, guys, I am so fine, I'm safe, it's beautiful here, so don't worry. Like, this will all blow over fast, and you know, China, we are depending on you. Like, oh, and guys, so speaking of China, my screen all sorts of messed up, it's not loading. So we have a link we have to fill out every day. It asks if you have a cough, where you've been. This is bad, real bad, basically. And then we have to promise every single day that we're not going to return to China without permission. And if we do, they're gonna punish we. I think you won't be able to get scholarships, or the school expels you, stuff like that. Like, come on. And the saddest part for me now, guys, is, as most of you should know, I am a 5th year student. So these exams I'm writing are my last set of exams, and I should start my internship. I can't do internship in Jamaica for some reason. It's not for some reason. Even to do master's programs in Jamaica, they don't have. And you know, when you're doing internship, you have rotations, and so the school is saying my country is not qualified to do so. And as for Kenya, they have stopped accepting interns here for like the past month, I've been told, due to the whole corona situation. And then I want to do it in China and I can't. And they're also saying, because the year above us, they've also been set back a bit, and the hospital doesn't want to take 2 different year groups, so that we have to finish with them before, you know, them take us. So yeah, graduate. So I don't know. I wanted to say I'll be graduating before I'm 24, but no, it's okay. You know, it's all in God's plan. We just have to accept it and just trust that he had all this figured out. You know, as them say, man plans and God wipe out. Just have to think that he has our best interest at heart as always, and you know, we're not in this alone, and it will get better. Things will be okay eventually. I will be graduating in Jesus' name. You know, it will all be fine. So yeah, you see, I come on here for reminding about one thing, and I start to ramble too much. I'll be going. Take care of yourselves, please stay safe. I'll be dropping videos. You know, I had to put this little update up so people don't just think, oh, she not consistent, she not make good video no more. Let me come, hold on, like I got things for y'all. Like, I've been writing them down. It's gonna be so good. So good. Subscribe. I told y'all to subscribe earlier. Subscribe. You will not believe. I'm really pissed. I told you guys earlier what I was on the road to do, and I actually was here on Monday. They told me they weren't doing anything. I should come back Thursday or Friday. Mind you, I have exams. I'm here on Thursday, and there was just a long queue outside. I stood in the line waiting to see what would happen, and one thing just said ask, because everyone there was speaking Swahili. So I'm like, if everyone is in this line for the same purpose as I am, then they shouldn't be able to be speaking Swahili, right? So then only to find out, he was like, oh, we're not doing this today, we don't have forms. What form do you need? Just take the documents from me, and whenever you have forms and stuff, you do what you gotta do. This makes me miss China, because China is so organized. Except for the whole moving out thing. I left this out, another update. I had to move out of my apartment in China. Mind you, I have 2 housemates. However, you know, I haven't been in China since January, and now not knowing when we'd be able to go back, it was like, can't do this no more, pack it up. So my lips should even be dry. Excuse me, forgive me. So yeah, thanks to all my friends, my housemates, everyone who helped to move up my stuff and storing my stuff. Oh, it's crazy. Like, yeah, but anyways, I'm heading back home to continue studying, and I got some food. I want to show you guys this thing, right, that I love to eat. This is just some fries. It broke. Okay, this is called a samosa, and it has chicken inside. Hey guys, I'm going for real this time. Bye.